What's up, guys? SirAllAboutMusic here, bringing you a 5-minute track review. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to try to do this review in under 5 minutes. I think I can do it. Okay, so this is a review for the King Crimson track Red off of the album, the same name, Red, the album, being released in 1974, the last King Crimson album before Robert Fripp disbanded the group. And the thing that I like about Red is that it is a black sheep among 70s prog rock. This album does away with the kind of whimsical nature that prog rock at that time was known for. You know, that's exemplified in Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Rush to a certain extent. And it focuses more on a kind of dark, moody, melancholic feel, and it just has this really hard realism to it. I mean, the song using this dark kind of feeling, and it takes advantage of dissonance, and Bill Bruford's really explorative drumming really comes together, and it gives it a hard edge of realism to the song. It's not whimsical in any means, and I really like that about it. You don't hear that a lot or nearly enough in early 70s progressive rock. So yeah, that's what I really like about this track. The uber distorted guitar, you don't hear that a lot. I mean, distortion, you hear that on prog rock, but not the distortion usually isn't as heavy as it is on this track. I mean, it's so close to a kind of chainsaw kind of distortion, really scratchy, very nice though. I really like it. Like I said, Bill Bruford's drumming, fantastic. He really explores the space here. He really tries to do as much as he can and just fill the song up with a lot of drum sound, a lot of percussive sounds, and I think that's great. I think that's absolutely fantastic, and it really works, and obviously he does a good job. Bill Bruford is a fantastic drummer. He drummed for Yes for quite a while in their earlier records, and he did a great job in that band. So yeah, great drumming by Bill Bruford. The only stickler point that I have with this track is the mellotron, and it gives it a tinge of whimsicalness at that point with the rising scale where it's contained. It kind of gives this that part of the song a real cheesy feeling, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really don't like the mellotron. But at the same time, I have to recognize that if it wasn't there, the song would be a lot more straightforward, and I probably wouldn't like it as much then. So overall, I'd rather have the cheesy kind of mellotron in there than not have it in there. The thing that's really cool about this song, and Red in general really, is that it sounds like it could have been recorded today and released today. The album does not sound dated in any means, by any means. I mean, even going back to it and listening to it over and over again, it's just the album is very. I don't want to say that it's ahead of its time because I hate that phrase. I absolutely hate that phrase. But it really pushed the boundaries of prog rock at the time and really, opened the doors to some new ideas, I think. King Crimson did that in general with all of their albums, and Red, just took that whole boundary pushing in a kind of different direction. So yeah, a great album, a great track. Yeah, there's really, there's not a lot else I can talk about it. Under 5 minutes. I'm pretty good. So I could give this track an 8, and really the thing is the mellotron, but as I said, I realize if it wasn't there, probably wouldn't like it as much. The track's pretty repetitive, but because the sound is so fresh and so unique, that repetitiveness doesn't wear on you when you're listening to it. It really actually kind of builds the suspense of the song a little, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. SirAllAboutMusic. I'll see you guys next time.